Hey guys, this is SoFlo Josh, and today, finally, Acura has unveiled the production version of the 2023 Acura Integra. So let's get right into this video. So, first of all, let's talk about specs. The 1.5 liter turbo from the Honda Civic Si is actually featured in this model. Of course, we knew that a 1.5 turbo was coming, but we didn't know specifically which one it was. We didn't know if it was going to be the 180 horsepower version or the Si version. So with that being said, and this one actually comes with two transmissions. It comes with a 6-speed manual transmission, of course, hashtag save the manual, and a CVT transmission, which has been tuned specifically for this engine. So now that we know a little bit about the specs, of course it's going to be front-wheel drive only. The rumors about the super handling all-wheel drive system being an option in this model was not true. Of course, the Acura had clarified that to the dealership and clarified it to everybody who had heard the rumors that it was supposed to be coming out with it. So let's go ahead and talk about the styling. So the styling is the exact same from what we saw for the prototype. Nothing has really changed except for the fact that now we have actual, basically, sensors for the parking sensors, as well as the whole entire Acura watch system, as well in the Acura logo in the front. But other than that, nothing has really changed. Of course, we don't have anymore the Integra graphic all over the side, which luckily that's the case. And there's no yellow color that's coming to this model, at least for now. We don't know about the Type S. So we're going to be strictly talking about the base model as well as the A-Spec, both A-Spec trims. So for this one, they have basically three trims. They have the Integra, the A-Spec package, and then the A-Spec package with technology. Okay, so the Integra basically just comes with the same exact engine. You can either get a manual transmission or you can get an automatic transmission. Actually, no. The base one, you cannot get a manual transmission. You have to go all the way to the A-Spec with technology package in order to get the manual transmission, which I kind of understand where Acura is coming out with that feature, being the fact that it wants to have that manual transmission for the purest amount of technology that they have equipped. One key thing that's pretty cool is that the power moonroof is actually with all trims. So it's not only just the top trim that's going to be getting it. It's every single trim, as well as LED lighting for all of them. The only difference is the Integra base does not come with the LED fog lights, which kind of wish that they did. I wish that they just came out with LED fog lights for all the trims. Luckily, the headlight system is all LED, as well as the rear lights, which is pretty good. The Acura watch system is the exact same for every single trim level. Of course, the blind spot monitoring system is for base trim as well. Front and rear proximity sensors is only on the top trim, so you can only get those on the top trim. I think that for the base trims you could get the rear sensors, because I know that in the US it's regulated that we have rear sensors for the back but not the front. So maybe that could be a thing to keep in mind if you're interested in getting the full-on sweep of safety sensing. Smart key entry is for every single trim. 3-mode integrated driving dynamics. Every single one. So you have the comfort, normal, and sport. The only difference is the top trim comes with the individual mode. So that would be able to select how your steering input is, basically brakes, as well as your throttle response and your engine out, the way that you want to make your engine feel. Pretty cool. Adapted dampers. Now, this is something I didn't really expect on the Integra at all. I thought that this was going to be only reserved for the Type S. I'm happy to see that it's actually reserved for the top trim of the A-Spec, which is pretty cool. You do get the 10.2-inch digital instrument cluster. The Acura version, though, it's not the Honda version, so it's the Acura Precision Cockpit. Basically almost similar to the one that they have in the Acura MDX. Sorry for you people who have a TLX, you guys still don't get a cockpit. Sadly, hopefully when they do the refresh, maybe we get finally a digital cockpit and hopefully a heads-up display, which, let's talk about the heads-up display as well. The heads-up display is actually available on the top trim of the A-Spec. So you're kind of seeing a lot of things here where a lot of the top trim stuff, I kind of think that the top trim is going to max out at 33,500. I suspect, in my opinion, based on a leaked pricing that happened via a study that they did months ago, back in September, I believe. So that's a key thing. 7-inch touchscreen display is going to be coming standard for the base and the A-Spec, but the A-Spec technology will get, of course, the 9-inch touchscreen display. I heard that the touchscreen display is actually a lot more crisp and a lot more sharper than what the Civic actually currently has. So that's a good thing. And I hope that the camera system for the reverse camera system is the exact same one that we got on the MDX, because the MDX one is leaps and bounds. High quality, extremely great resolution, almost like 1080p or even 1440p. But overall, very, very nice. You get 16 speaker ELS Studio 3D audio system. Now, this is only reserved for the top trim. For the base ones, we get the 8 speaker premium audio system. I essentially think that the base ones aren't even ELS Studio, which they're not labeled as ELS Studio, which is a good thing. 7-inch. Only get the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto wired, while the 9-inch display gets wireless. So keep that in mind. Head-up display, like I mentioned, is only on the top trim. Wireless charging as well as the top trim. There is USB Type-C ports, a total of 3 of them in the top trim, but there is, for the USB Type-C, the Type A ports, they are going to be having only one for each of the trim levels. Heated seats, standard from the very base trim, which I'm happy to hear, because if we think about it, look at the Civic Si, it didn't even come with heated seats in the States, at least, because I know that in Canada, you guys got that, and you guys got rear heated seats, so that's a pretty cool thing. 12-way power driver's seat with 2 positioning memory, that's only reserved for the A-Spec technology. You do also get the 4-way power front passenger seat, which is for the A-Spec technology again. Synthetic leather trimmed seats will be only for the base and the A-Spec, while the synthetic leather trimmed seats with micro suede inserts is only for the top trim. Understandable. Keyless remote entry start is not available on the base or the A-Spec, but it is available on, of course, the top trim, CVT only. So let's go ahead and just consider basically a lot of the technology packages that we're noticing is going to be only for the top trim. The Acura Link will, of course, top trim. Of course, we already know that it's going to be a 5-door liftback. There is no coupe coming at all, and we already know that. So keep that in mind. McPherson struts. As well, front suspension, multi-link rear suspension, electronic power assisted variable ratio steering, which is a standard in this segment, honestly. And you also do get ventilated front brakes and solid rear disc brakes. So in total, the wheelbase is 107.7 inches long, as well as the length is 185.8. The width is 72.0. And the overall height is 55.4. The track width for the front and rear is 60.5, and the rear is 61.6. So it's grown, and compared to the ILX, it's a lot longer, it's a lot wider than the ILX, which is a good thing, because I think that out of all the models that Acura has right now, one of my favorite proportioned model right now is the TLX, and the TLX has this very, very supercar looking type of aesthetic to it. The rear arches are wider, the front is a little bit more narrower, and it gives you that kind of like supercar look, and I've always loved that about the TLX, so I'm happy to see that they did that to this one. Some of the colors that we have on offer is the Apex Blue, which is for the A-Spec trim. They have the red color, the liquid carbon, the white, and I believe there is a silver, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to add that in now if they do or do not. But overall, I think the best color is either the Apex Blue or the liquid carbon. Oh, and the black looks really, really good on this model too. You could get some Acura accessories to the vehicle. You can get 19-inch rims, as well as a carbon fiber duck spoiler, rear diffuser change, and side sills that can be changed as well, which is a pretty cool thing. And I like the fact that they incorporated that beautiful diffuser. I really do like that diffuser, and it kind of reminds me, it has like this triangle in the middle of the rear diffuser, which kind of makes me think that maybe that rear diffuser that we see there for the accessory might be in the Type S, and the Type S might have its third brake light in the bottom in that area, or they could be hinting at the fact that we could be seeing the Integra in the IMSA TCR competition, which would be really, really cool to see. And I really hope that Acura is able to go ahead and get into TCR. I really love watching TCR. Even the IMSA racing in total, Acura is a phenomenal team. Of course, Wayne Taylor and the Meyer Shank Racing. So I'm sure that if they get into that field, I can imagine them dominating, especially hopefully even against the Hyundai crew. But with that being said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.